guys. All right, so lately I have intentionally been trying to do more Facebook parties, and that is personally how I built my business. And so I thought I'd do a little training on Facebook parties for you guys. The number one thing I want to stress about parties is the main goal is not to get sales. I know that sounds crazy, but just hear me out. No Facebook party is a waste of time. Even if you don't get a single comment on anything, a single sale, it is not a waste of time. It is because the main goal of Facebook parties is to build your network. For example, I've done Facebook parties where nobody ever commented on anything. It was mainly crickets in there. Nothing was going on. But one of the people that my hostess invited to her Facebook party added me on Facebook, and about a month later she ended up joining my team, and she's doing amazing. So even if you may not see the benefits of a Facebook party immediately, I promise you they're never ever a waste of time. Another example is I've had another party where it didn't do anything, and somebody booked a party from that party, and their party ended up doing 500 in sales. So you just never know. You just got to get out there and do them. And like I said, they're never ever a waste of time. So when I do Facebook parties, one of my objectives is to get the hostess to become a presenter. A lot of times when she sees how easy it is and how much fun it is, they'll say, hey, I could do this. I'm sitting here watching her do it. Why not me do it and get the sales? And so I've gotten a lot of ladies on my team from doing Facebook parties. Let's see, what else do I want to talk to you about? So network marketing, it's an ongoing process. You're basically planting seeds. You're not seeing anything for a while. You're not knowing that they're going to come up, but then eventually you see them bloom and you realize all of your efforts weren't in vain. So now that you understand the main goal is not to get sales, you'll feel less defeated when or if your Facebook party bombs. And honestly, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because you will have parties that fail. If you're not having parties that aren't doing anything, you're probably not doing enough parties, because everybody has parties that just completely bomb. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of tips to have an amazing Facebook party. First thing you want to do is make sure your hostess does not invite every single person on her friends list. Back in the day, we used to tell hostesses, oh, just add everyone on your friends list. But we know now that does not work. Why? Because everybody is doing Facebook parties nowadays. And when you just add people to your group on Facebook, it's pretty spammy. People get annoyed with it. So you definitely want to make sure that your hostess asks permission before she adds people. So what I do is I have my hostesses choose 30 or less of their very closest friends and family that they think would really purchase, and I have them send them a message. So their message is, simple. It's always like, hey girl, I'm hosting a lash bash. Would you mind if I added you? It's going to be super fun. So this not only shows her friends that she respects them, but it also, so the way the Facebook algorithm is nowadays, you don't always get notifications when someone adds you into a group. So that's another reason why I have my hostess message all of her people that she's adding, because that lets them know that they're going to be added to a party, so they can go in there and check it out if they didn't get a notification. Let's see, what else? Hostesses' friends a lot of time will not get notifications when you post because they aren't friends with you. That's just another thing with the weird Facebook algorithm. So I make sure to tell my hostess that she has to be present in the group. She has to post in the group and be active. I have my hostesses, they have to, react, give me a heart or whatever on every single post and try to comment on as many posts as possible. That way their friends are going to get notifications. And I also have them tag people in posts and say, hey girl, did you see this? Oh my gosh, this color would look so good on you, or, whatever. What else? I give my hostesses, I try to make it as easy on them as possible. I give them things to copy and paste into the group. If they have the products, then I have them do their own selfies and post them in the group. And that also is showing them, hey, look how easy it is to take selfies and post them. You could be a presenter and be doing what I'm doing and make the money instead of me. But if they have the products, I have them post their own selfies. If they don't, I give them stuff to post and copy and paste, because a lot of times they don't know what to do or they don't have time and they just want to make it quick. Okay, so another tip for Facebook parties is to keep it simple. I had a history teacher in high school, and he would always use the acronym. Is that what it's called, an acronym? KISS. And he would say, keep it simple, stupid. He would say, don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, because if it's too complicated, you're likely to not do it at all. So you want to keep your Facebook parties as simple as possible so that you're more likely to do them. Personally, I used to do 10-day parties, and they worked out well for me, but I found that I stopped doing parties because I just don't have time to do 10 days. And I get kind of bored with it, you know, after like the 6th day. I'm like, okay, come on, let's wrap this up. So I've started condensing my parties into 3-day parties. And another thing is, we have so many products now. We have so many amazing products, but it's impossible to talk about every product in your party, especially if you're only doing it 3 days long. So I am just doing lash bashes. I'm focusing on our lash products. When we first started, that's all we would post about was the 3D mascara. So I'm bringing it back to basics. This is how I built my business. This is how I'm going to keep building my business. So I'm sticking with the 3 lash products. If you don't want to do lash products, you can choose 5 of your favorite products, or skincare, or eyes, or, you know, a category like that, and focus on that. So remember to always just keep it simple. All right, so I want you guys to use pictures of yourself as much as you can, because just like your post on Facebook, people want to see pictures of you using the products, not just some random person. Of course, if you maybe don't have all the products yet or something, and there's some reason why you can't do selfies or videos, go ahead, use pictures of other people. I still use pictures of other people, but I try to make most of the pictures my own selfies, and my own videos. When I first started out, I probably did at least 5 parties a month at the very, very minimum. I would say more closer to like 10 parties, but at the very minimum 5 parties a month. I have no doubt that that is how I personally got to green. And I think the month that I went green, I had done like 30 parties that month. I had a super high PRS just from those parties. I had gotten hostesses to join and become presenters. I've built my network. So they have been super, super important to me building my business. And they're going to be super important to you building your business as well. So another tip that I have is, in keeping it simple, I create my own mock party group, and I post my everything that I'm going to post in a party. I'll go ahead and post in the mock party group. That way, if I have several parties going at once, I can just easily copy and paste. Like I said, me personally and the majority of everyone else are more likely to do something if you keep it simple. So keep it simple on yourself. Go ahead and set up your mock party, and then just copy and paste. You already have your posts, and put them into your group when it's time to do your party. So I know that this whole time you're probably thinking, but Bridget, how do I get people to host parties? That's my main issue. How do I get them to want to host parties? Let me tell you a secret, okay? I'm a little bit closer. Oprah said it best. She said, you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. So you've got to be asking people. If you want people to host parties for you, you've just got to ask them. It's not a big deal. Just send them a message. Voice message is better. Super quick. Just be like, hey, Jen, I'm setting up lash bashes right now. Would you like me to set you up one? Or, hey Jen, I know how you love your new mascara. I thought if you're interested in earning some for free, you can host a lash bash. Let me know what date works best for you. Just keep it really simple. You don't have to go through everything they're going to earn. You can talk to them about that later. Just keep it really, really simple and end with a question so that they feel the need to respond back to you. And if you come to me saying that you cannot find party hostesses, I am going to tell you that you're not asking enough people, because I promise you, if you are asking enough people, you're going to find party hostesses. So I know what you're thinking at this point. A lot of people don't want to say it, but they're thinking it, and it's because I think the same thing sometimes also. It makes you nervous to message people and just straight up ask them for things because you're afraid of feeling rejected. That is a normal human emotion. Everybody has a fear of rejection. So you have to kind of put it in perspective, okay? It's not a big deal if they say yes. Some of them won't answer you at all. Some of them are going to flat out say no, and some of them will say yes. So you just have to separate yourself from it and not take it as a reflection of you if they say no. So for example, if you ask someone if they wanted a piece of gum and they said no, would you get all hurt and upset about it and never ask anyone again if they want a piece of gum? No, that would be silly. So if they don't want free makeup, their loss, not a big deal, okay? Just be like, okay, cool, no big deal. Maybe I'll ask you later, maybe I won't, okay? It's not a big deal if someone says no. So to summarize, I want you to really do parties because they're super, super important to building your business. Keep in mind that the main goal is to network, not to get sales. It's not a big deal if they fail. It's never a waste of time to do a party, no matter how it turns out. Keep it as simple as you need to. Coach your hostess. Tell her she's got to be active. Use your own pictures as much as possible. Don't forget that every party has worth. No party is a waste of time. So I have created a mock lash bash. Like I said, that I put all of my posts in so I can easily copy and paste into other parties. If you would like me to add you, comment below and I will add you. Also, Kelly Rose Sarno has an awesome lash bash, a mock lash bash. If you want to be added to that, let me know and I will get you hooked up. So get out there, get those parties booked, and build your business. Bye guys.